Good morning, everyone. Today is session number 30. Thank you for being here. Congratulations, we've made a whole 30 sessions out of this. It's super cool. Look forward to doing a whole lot more for you. Let's get into it. Take yourself a seat. All right, let's get our legs moving. Good just to loosen everything up. Good to fire it all up there. So just make sure the Bluetooth piece is working. I can see the numbers ticking over. That's a great sign. Cross the legs up, get into ourselves. Into a nice good stretch. And hey, this on, so everyone will be watching number 29 today, so today is Wednesday, and Wednesday the 4th for me, but this one will go air a week later for everyone there, so I'm hoping this weekend we've had some good news, with all the zero cases. Let's hope that we've kept that up for another whole week, and we're in an excellent spot, switch over legs. We definitely, when I say we, as in Amy and I, they're definitely are pleased that the numbers are staying low, and the idea of regional being able to open up very soon. So Amy, my wife, couldn't see her family, so she definitely misses them a lot. Their, FaceTime and phone calls are good, but you just want to be in close proximity of them. And yeah, all those little fun things there, and a bit of a quad stretch, and we had a little bit of we're a big dog and animal loving family. In our family we've got our 2 toy poodles, we've got a couple of fish in the backyard. I think there's 3 fish with us that are doing their thing. Can't remember their names. One's named Geraldine, I remember that. The other 2 I can't remember their names. they're all my fish friends, that's what I call them. But Amy's family dog, little Polly the poodle. Polly the part poodle, part what's Polly mixed with? I don't remember. Quad straps on the other side. I do not remember what Polly's mixed with actually. But yeah, she passed away 2 days ago. There, Polly was either 12 or 13, so it's a little bit sad. They've given her an absolutely amazing life. She was a rescue dog. So the mum, wanted to. So at the time they had 2 dogs. They had Millie and Charlie. They just wanted to get a 3rd dog and sort of rescue one, and really nice sort of story. And Polly had definitely a lot of behaviour issues at the start, but they got on top of that, and they absolutely loved the King Charles Cavalier, Charlie. But yeah, really sad stuff. It's not, hamstring stretch. Yeah, you realise that the moments we have with them are super precious, we spend a lot of time with our dogs each and every day, and these COVID times have brought us closer probably to our animals more than ever, so we get to spend a little bit of extra time with them, but just appreciate and loving them for what they bring to the table. Remind you just to be a little bit more grateful for each moment that you have with them, which is really cool. Switch over legs. Sorry for that little sad note, but I think it's important to acknowledge just how grateful our pets are, and remembering the good times. Lots of them. This particular dog, Polly, was mad for the tennis ball. Pretty much any ball you throw, she'd just keep going, and even when she's exhausted, she would find a water bowl and just drink as hard as she could, then run back with the ball. And only in her later years did she start really slowing down. My memories of meeting Amy a long time ago there, she was just always on fire. Lots of love and Polly. Calf squats. Good, and speaking a little bit for today's session there, we want to move, I'm going to find my dumbbells, I think they're hiding there. We're going to move to a little bit more back and leg strength for today there. So back being sort of our lat and our lower back, and then our leg strength for today there. If you do have some dumbbells, please use them. If you don't, either some cans or whatever you got at home, or if you don't have anything there, using just your own body weight will be absolutely fine. Good to get into these calves, give them a real good stretch up, especially if they're feeling a bit tight. We'll wake it up a bit, switch over legs. And we've loved that we've had a couple of really phenomenal days, especially 2 days ago. So it was either the 2nd or the 3rd of November. Just beautiful, warm, sunny. Everything just felt nice. It was really enjoyable. That was up, sitting ourselves over the top, waving people around, and I think today, being the 4th, is the US election. I know it's the 3rd over there. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. So, when you all view this, we'll know whether the new president or Donald stay in power, and it's a question mark. Definitely a question mark there. We'll see how that pans out. Alright, stretch up nicely. Lovely. Alright, perfect time. Let's have a cup of drink and then we'll get straight into it, team. If you've got your dumbbells, please go get them. Alright, let me find mine. That's one. And second one, here. Beautiful. Don't mind me, just talking to myself. You all sort of know that's what I do. Should not be surprised at anyone. Not at this stage after 30 of these sessions. Good, relax the shoulders. Big squares of glute, come up nice and tall. So we're driving strong with the pelvis. Good, using our legs to get ourselves up nice and tall there. Sometimes I like throwing the big hard leg exercise to begin. Good, you always have an option, as has been decided, of not using the chair. If you want to practice working your squat without using the chair, just notice my body position. It's really about getting my bum back like there's a seat behind. It's because my glute come up nice and tall. Excellent. Notice that my torso is still in this nice, strong, upright position. Right, it should come inclined as I come forward. You can see it's an incline from my hip to my shoulders, but I'm not sagging and letting everything rotate. I'm keeping this nice, strong, what's referred to majority of the time of a neutral spine. All right, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Take yourselves a seat. Good, relax. We're going to get our arms working. Getting some good swings on these arms. We may spend a little bit longer on certain exercises. It's just because I want to build up a little bit more tolerance. Getting those arms pumping. Good, if you feel comfortable. That way. Got to get the right one there. So you should have opposite. So my left arm's up, right leg's in front, right arm's up, left leg's in front. So just getting that real movement there. Good. Notice I'm quite upright. It's probably a bit hard for you to tell face on. But notice I'm very upright, torso positions upright. This just helps me counterbalance it. If I'm too far forward, I'll tend to actually sag too far forward. So if you can keep yourself upright, there we go. Just gonna reset my position. There we go. Getting that going there. So we're gonna heart up a little bit, making sure our legs, our arms, our torso, everything's all firing up. Good, wake ourselves up on this Friday, on this Wednesday morning. Today is Wednesday, I don't know why I'm thinking Friday. But I'm a bit excited, obviously yesterday for us with Melton Cup, which we do not watch. We have not watched for a very, very long time, so I do not know who's won. For all those who did watch it, and you did have a bit of a flutter, I hope you did get a win, but yeah, no, not for us. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, let's bring yourselves around. Work on some leg lifts. We're going to get straight into bingo, pop them on top of our feet. Take our time, get some leg lifts going here. Good, to find that nice strong position to the legs. Keep body upright. Drive your knees up nice and high. Good, it really comes from our quads and hip. Or hip flexors of the muscle group. Yes, 3, 2, 1. It's going to be a little bit different. I want you to just lift up your feet off the floor here. We're working an anterior tip. Good, you got to make sure the dumbbells stay on top of your feet. Good, and you're keeping the balls of your heels firmly planted to the floor and just lifting your toe position up. Good, go back into it, leg lifts. Good, so you should notice that anterior tib, which is the front part of your shin, fatiguing up pretty quickly. 1, because it's holding the dumbbells. 2, when we're actually doing that little bit of a lift with that toe position. Right now it's quad hip flexor, but you'll still be noticing feedback over that front shin position. 2, 1. Let's do it again. Last time, just doing a double set. Good, you're going to notice it's going to burn. It'll be burning, we stay with it. Just keep lifting up there, even though everything gets heavy and tight, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised at how much your body can tolerate. 3, 2, 1. Good, popping the dumbbells just to the side for now. I'm going to do double leg cartwheels. So, both feet, pushing off our toes. Good, I actually want to create a good level of speed with this. Okay, just to give everyone the feedback, I might just hold it laterally so we can all see. If you need to face your chair, that's fine, I'm just going to hold it laterally. Notice that my feet are facing forward. Good. Now, once I find that position, I want to create a little bit of speed here there, so you can just tell I'm working a little bit faster. When I make it a teeny bit harder, I take my hands off the chair. I've now decreased that stability point, so I now need to work my ankles, everything just needs to work a bit harder to adjust as well as my hips. Lovely. 2, 1. I now want you to rotate feet slightly facing outwards and continue doing that calf raise. It's going to feel a little different, right? You're going to feel a little silly with your feet outwards. So while we do this at home, no one else can see. Again, except unless you're me there and you put this online for everyone else to see, then you realise you're susceptible to everything that happens. Good. Give it a good push on your toes. 3, 2, 1. Same deal, but internally rotate. It's going to feel a little different. It's going to feel a little odd on the hips there. Now work that calf raise from an internal rotation point. Good. Back of your legs should be burned a little bit. This is where we come to that little bit of leg strength work. Right. And again, if you need to hold on, that's cool. If you're going to grip it super hard, fine. Hold it just a little bit. Sometimes you might just want to use a bit of a pincer grip. And so you just have that ability just to adjust your hand position. Otherwise, if you feel comfortable, no hands on it at all. Just working through it there. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Hamstring curl. Drive your heels up nice and tall. I want to see you trying to keep your torso position as vertical as possible. So not being over the top. See how when I do this too, my knee comes forward before my heel comes up? From here, it's really about just heel up. You notice my thigh position, so from my knee to my hip, is nice and vertical, and it's just about driving heels back. Otherwise, what tends to happen is we tend to do this. Knee comes forward. So, body upright. Heel to bum. It's going to feel a little different. Good. You notice your hamstring, back to your thighs, really starting to fire. And we can do this for a bit of a walk. I want to keep this for 1 full minute. You go for a walk, team. Change it up. Move yourself around. Good. You're going to feel a little silly. If you've got the option to move around, I'd love you to do it. Right? Big suggestion too. Don't be going for a walk out of your hose like this. People might be a little concerned, right? It's not exactly the most attractive looking walk. People might think, who are they trying to kick behind them? What is wrong with their legs? Right? It's a training session. It's going to fatigue your legs up. Whew, lots of heaviness. It's a little tough, but yeah, pick your time and place, team. Can't stress that enough. Time and place. 15 seconds. Let's go for it. Let's get those legs up. Oh yeah. Whew, even my hammies are really telling me. We got this. 3, 2, 1. You gotta work with that rowing. What I like about that rowing, no weight involved, is that we get our legs involved, we get our hamstrings loaded, big squeeze of glute, bring ourselves up nice and tall, and then we get those lower and mid part of my back muscle groups having to function to create that pull back movement. Let's try that again. Notice I'm not flopping, I'm not just flopping the position. I'm coming forward strong, pulling back. Excellent. I now want you to crisscross. So I'm going to bring my hands over, see if I can get them close towards my toe. There's a crisscross position, bring them over. The idea is just to force me, see if I can bring myself over the top a little bit more. And you may notice you want to take a slightly wider stance and just noticing what you need to do to change it. It's a little bit tougher. Hey, but tough is fine. Nothing we can't handle as a team. Yes. We got this. Give me 10 more seconds from now. Home straight. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Have yourselves a little quick drink break. Walk yourself around. Should notice your heart rate's up a little bit. Legs might be feeling a little bit jelly. We've already done with quad hip flexion, we've already done hamstring, we've done a little bit of glute work, plenty of calf work and anterior tips. You can see we've targeted all those lower limb muscle groups in our session there. Have yourself a walk around. And sometimes you'll find it's just adding in a new exercise that just completes it well. And this is a little bit of my science talk. Sometimes it's the order of exercises that will make your legs feel a bit tighter and you feel a bit tired as well. And that's all what exercise is about. It's just changing those parameters. Just slightly to elicit the response we're looking for, which is feel ourselves feeling a bit tired and noticing that those legs have to work hard. So our next one is our back strength. So we've got a couple of different exercises that we've gone through previously, which I'll be touching on now. And we're going to build on some of them. Okay. Cool. Leaning slightly forward. I'm going to show it face on and then I'll show it to the side. Pulling elbows back behind us. This will look familiar because we've done this a couple of times. Let's show it from the side. You go ahead for a step. You know me. I could be resting and talking, but you're still training. Good. Drawing it back, leaning slightly forward. Pull it up. It's all about elbow position. Good. Just let everyone know too, it's so overcast and really, rain radar says it's going to rain a little bit today there. Otherwise, I'd be outside there because the garden's really starting to kick into next gear now, especially with the ornamental grapevine growing good. Good work in driving that elbow up. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. I'm going to keep it slightly leaning forward. Good. I want to pull my arms up nice and strong on this one here. Here we go. Let's give this a real good go. It's a little bit different. If I just show it, notice that instead of pulling back behind, I'm overhand position, I'm pulling out a little bit wider, still leaning forward. I want to slightly lean forward for this. Should be noticing a lot of upper back muscle groups having to work. You'll also notice plenty of shoulder work. Absolutely plenty of shoulder work. 3, 2, 1 more. Yes. Good, so we're going to one arm row this. So this is, I like grabbing the bottom dumbbell. I think I spoke about this one before. I grab the bottom dumbbell, open up my thumb position, cross the other one over the top of it. So from there, one arm row. I've got my right hand and my right knee on top of the chair. My left leg is back far. Let the weight drop in on my left hand and then pull up with my left hand. So it's my left arm doing a one arm row. So I'm just grabbing something and pull it in towards my body, controlling it back down. Good. Get that strong back muscle groups working together. Here we go. Nothing we can't get done together. 2, 3, 2, 1. Switch over. That was seconds, not repetitions. Alright. Find your spot, cross it over. Again, over the top of the thumb position. It's my sort of preferred one there. Left hand, left knee onto a right leg. Nice far back. Good. Hands, the dumbbells are in my right hand. Pull my right arm up behind us. One arm row. Using our strong lat muscle groups. Our bicep, which is the front of the arm, and our rear delt, which is the back of our shoulder. We've got 3 shoulder muscle groups there. The one that sits more posterior, more towards the back of us, so we call our rear delt. Here we go for me, team. Stay with us. A little bit of time, TikTok. It's good to learn the anatomy of the body. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, good. Take yourselves a seat. We're going to do our reverse fly. So that is sitting ourselves slightly forward, dumbbells down by our side, pull the weight up to the side, out to the side behind. Here we go. We got this, team. One more. Do real good. Hey, if I stop talking, then you know it's starting to get harder. That's what it's all about. We're going to do a little bit of arm, just a teeny bit, overhead. Pull back behind the head, extend up. We call it a tricep extension. So the dumbbell sits in behind the back of my head, extend it up. I'm going to show it laterally. It's time to rotate this way. Keep things interesting. Up, control behind the back of the head, extend up. Dumbbell one arm row. Here we go. Whew. Burning. Oh yeah, we don't want to burn. 4, 3, that's what we come here for. 2, 1 more. Excellent. And even though we're talking a bit about leg and back work, I want to go through some dumbbell internal external stuff. Just simply being so it's relaxing shoulder, drawing the elbow back, and then create an internal external movement there. I'm going to show that laterally. I'll rotate this way. Again, keep it all adjusted. So, relax the shoulder, draw it back, internal, external. Try to keep myself pivoting from my elbow. I don't need to kick the elbow out. Should be stepping to the side, and then I'm just pivoting and rotating. The movement actually comes from my shoulder, and it looks like it's coming from my elbow, but it actually does come from my shoulder. It's my shoulder that's rotating its ball and socket joint that's creating this movement. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good, dumbbell down, quick drink break. Real quick drink break, and we're going to finish the leg work. Give you a lot of heart rate, marching. We're going to get it all moving. Alright, 10 more seconds, drink break. Okay. 10 seconds goes quick. So, small marches. Good. I'm on flat feet. You have the option, flat feet. On the toes. Alright, so I want you to pick between either flat or toes. Chairs here if you need to grab onto it. If you don't feel like you want to touch it, and you're feeling good and you want to work with your arms, please go for it. Let's get those legs up higher. So what's going to happen is I'm going to interchange a little bit of marching in with some squats. And what that will mean is that we need to just get that chair ready. So I'm going to actually rotate it around just to give everyone engaged. So I'm going to say marching, and then I'll say squat. You want to bring yourself down, and you're going to do 2 squats. 1, 2. Bring yourself back up and start back into our marching. Just so we understand that parameter. Good. You work on it again. Flat feet, on the toes. You work on the height now. You get up as high as you want. Good. And let's get our arms moving. Let's really get some swing of those arms. Alright, so I'm going to use this as an example. I'm just making sure. So please be mindful of your surroundings. 3, 2, 1. Squat. So go through 2 squats for me, please. 1, 2. Let's get those legs moving. Lovely. Now we can progress that. We're now going to be doing 3 squats. You're understanding my trend. You know what I'm doing. Let's do it. Squat time. 1, 2. You go at your pace, but this would be my suggested pace. 3. March it again. Just try to work with a little bit of a pace. If you feel you need to go a little slower, that's absolutely fine. Alright, we're going to try to keep this up for another 90, just under 100 seconds. That's going to be our goal. 3 again, squats. 1, 2, 3. Good, stronger, powerful, we're moving better. Good, we're going to move the 4 squats. Let's get these legs up. And I believe you think I'm going to do them 5 and 6. Yeah. You just never know with me. Sometimes I might jump it. Keep life interesting. Squats. 4 of them, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move it around. We need to go all the way to 7. None of this 4. None of this 5. None of this 6. We're going straight to 7. Move those legs. Move those legs. Nothing we can't get done with team. Good. Remember, we can also work a little bit on the impact. How I want to strike the floor. Always keeping my knees slightly bent when I strike that floor. Or I can just think more about just height. Alright, so 7 squats. 2, 1. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. March it. Alright, work with me here, team. 50 seconds exactly. 50 seconds exactly. Give me 8. Squat time. Let's do it. 1, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, how many do I want? 14. 1 more. 15. I have no idea what I did with the counting there. I think my brain started to think a little bit ahead of my next random one. Doesn't matter. Keep marching. Whew, brain lag. Brain lag. By the way, I'm trying to work out if I can get 10 and 11 in here. I'm going to be pushing it. And next one's going to be 10. 10 is all the way ahead. Welcome to my world. My brain's running already a couple of steps ahead. So remembering what I've said on my notes, and then going, I can make that harder. That seems too simple. 2, 1, 10 please team. Let's do it. Our last one. 1, that's great. 2, welcome to it inside of my brain. 3, 4, 5, I don't even understand this, so please don't try to understand it. 6, and it's 5, 7, We have this together. 8, 9, and 10. Great stuff, team. Grab yourself a drink. Well deserved. Poor Amy, right? That's what you're thinking. Me too. So I thank her every day. Good to get some water. Alright, let's get to some light stretching here. Well done here, team. Yeah, try and make her, I thank her. In amongst all the craziness of life, we all need someone just to put us in our spot. She does it good for me. It's good. I like it. I'm hoping everyone enjoyed that session number 30. There's a little bit of a different sort of ending part. We've done a couple of variations where I've done it with boxing, where I give some different numbers or heights, or sort of low, medium, high, or our stance position, switch over legs. But yeah, I have thrown a whole lot of 2 variations of exercises like that we play around with. Yeah, just a bit of fun, just changes it up. Makes you think a little bit less about, you know, hey, this is coming up, so I'm going to just have to do, you know, this exercise that Adrian gives to me, even though you're not seeing what the program card is there. That's sometimes a consensus with a lot of the different groups that I work with, because I pre-write everything up for everyone. And sometimes it's just nice to have a random variable of, I don't know what's coming next, but I'm just going to do whatever's asked of me. It's a good way of being able to have a play around with it. Quad stretch, please. I can't remember if we stretched out the glute then. Both of mine are so tight. If we haven't, please make sure you stretch out the glute. Yeah, I'm a bit fuzzed this morning. You know what? Have not had my morning coffee. I did say I wanted to cut down a little bit of coffees, and I've done great. And I definitely have days that I feel like I want to have a coffee. Team, today's one of those days. Today will be one of those days. So it's about 9 a.m. in the morning there, so I'm going to see everyone in about half an hour for the previous program card. So I'll be all ready up there. I'm sure I'll get onto the nice morning text. Switch up the legs, or messenger, whatever you call it, for the group. I'll be all charged with caffeine. So if you have any questions, hey, fire them off. That's what it's all about. And as always, I'll be there for a good half an hour or so. Sometimes I stay a little bit longer, it depends. I've got some people I'm training at 10:15 today. So finish up with the session. Much easier to get to everyone nowadays. I don't have to drive everywhere. I just get on my camera there. Good, hamstring stretch. Different way of doing it, but I miss the face-to-face interactions. That's why it's, I would say that's my strongest suit. That's my position that I hold best in. So I'd like to get out and see people again. Good, nicely give those legs a good stretch. Oh yeah, it's tight. That's good. Alright, switch it over. Good, get into the other one there. Good to sit over the top. Let's have a little wriggle around. Yeah, sit there whenever you find it's a little bit tight. Nice to work into it. And team, thank you very much. We always have a lot of fun here together. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate that people are logging on and doing the sessions, and I love that people are doing the sessions more than once a week. That's really ideally where I'd love to see everyone have a bit of a play around with it, so it makes me really happy. I love when you comment and let me know that there, and I think it's really good for us all to see that in these crazy times that we can still work on our mental health and physical health and not let it deteriorate by not doing anything. I don't think that's an option, so I think it's always good that we keep moving forward, so I commend you for doing that. Last one, over the top, see yourself over the top, lay that hip around. Just notice if it's feeling a little bit tight, just because we did a little bit of extra back work with those different row exercises, one pulling back behind, one pulling up. As always, the row exercise does it, and then our one arm row that we do with both knee and hand on the chair, so just getting those back muscle groups firing. It's important, we want them to be stronger, so we want to train them, but we also want to give them a good stretch up. Team, thank you very much. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll see you all next week. Bye.